Hey guys, welcome to this channel. As one of our subscribers had asked me on how many mock tests to be written before NEET exam, I decided to make a video on this. So let's get started. The first thing is, what is the purpose of writing mock tests? Why should we even give that? So there are several reasons. Okay, number 1 for time management, number 2 for learning new questions, number 3 to eliminate careless mistakes, number 4 OMR shading practice, number 5 score assessment. So let me elaborate on each. So the first thing is time management. So, for persons who are not able to manage time, they are not able to complete the paper within 3 hours, for them, giving mock test is really important. So, what I would suggest is give weekly once mock test and have a goal set. Prepare, devise a strategy for yourself, like give 40 minutes for biology, 30 minutes for chemistry, 1 hour 10 minutes for physics, something like that. Devise a strategy for yourself and act accordingly. And go on improvising the strategy, see if you're able to stick with that strategy. So always give weekly once mock test, that is really important, okay, for managing time. Moving on to the next perspective, which is learning new questions. I have seen many people who learn new concepts and questions by solving question paper. So, yes, you can go ahead, go on giving mock tests on alternate days. Like one day you study the book, the next day you give the mock test. So, this is for people who get bored by repetitive studying. Okay, so learn new questions by giving mock tests. That is also one way of learning new things. Okay, and yeah, don't forget to analyze each paper. So for them all, you can give mock test even every day. Okay, but every day giving mock test can be quite exhaustive, so go on for alternate days. So moving on to the next perspective, which is to eliminate careless mistakes. So this is really important, one of the most important goal. Like after giving every mock test, make sure that you analyze the paper. In every test you tend to make some careless mistakes and silly mistakes. Yes, so what you do, go and make a mistake diary, write them down and make sure you don't do that the next time. Okay, mistakes tend to recur, so just make sure that doesn't happen the next time. All right, so moving on to the fifth tip, which is OMR shading practice. This is also really important. Okay, so every time several people lose their marks because of their carelessness in OMR shading. So always recheck every time you bubble the circle. Have full concentration when you're bubbling the circle. This will come only by practice, and always try to give offline mock test as much as you can rather than going for online, because this bubbling practice is really important. I used to bubble, like one question I used to solve and then I used to bubble just directly. Some people tend to finish like full biology section they complete and then they solve, then they bubble, right? So whatever your strategy is, go on, but always try to shade in OMR. Okay, always try to give offline mock test in the last 2 months particularly. Okay, this will always come only by practice. Okay. So moving on to the sixth thing, which is score assessment. Yeah. So this is the major thing why people write mock tests, to analyze their scores. So yes, it helps you to keep an eye on your scores, whether it's improving or whatever. So always what you do, uh, write down your scores in a sheet of paper, like on which date you had written the exam and the score which you had obtained. Okay, so always keep a track of your scores and see if the strategy you devised is working or not. And don't give any mock tests a week before the exam, because it can depress you or it can make you overconfident. So just before a week, don't give any mock tests, just concentrate and focus on studying NCRT. And another important thing is, always try to give mock tests which are relevant to NEET, that is NCRT based and not too much out of the beyond NEET level. Okay, so yeah, so these are the purposes of writing mock tests. So again, so just see which is your purpose of writing mock tests. If yours is to learn new questions, you can go on solving mock tests every day. Whereas if it is for you for score assessment, you can give weekly mock test. Again, it's purely your choice. What I did was, I was I was not really able to study, like I was not able to balance between studying books and giving mock tests. So what I did was, I gave weekly mock test. Every Sunday I used to give mock tests. And for learning new questions, what I did was, I I just took a section of like one subject alone. I used to take and solve it. Like whenever I felt bored, I used to take chemistry paper, some mock test of chemistry alone, and just check if I was able to complete within 30 minutes. So I used to solve section wise alone. Like whenever I felt bored, I did that. Like if I was not in a mood to study biology, I just took the 180 questions of biology, and I used to solve it and analyze the paper. Of course, analyzing it takes a lot of time, but yeah, this is what I did. Like I combined, giving weekly ones, I gave a proper mock test, like very systematically every week I used to do. And and section wise paper, like subject wise, I used to give mock test. That was like, I didn't analyze the score much. I was just focused on eliminating careless mistakes and time management. So for both of these, I used to give section wise, like subject wise mock test. Okay, just for example, today I give chemistry, the next day I give biology, the next day I give physics, something like this. I don't sit and give every subject entirely. Okay, so this is one thing which you could also do. So yeah, so the final thing is, the number of mock tests which you give, which you write before NEET, doesn't matter. All that matters is how many quality, like how much you're able to learn from mock tests. This is what is important. Okay, so make sure this that all these purposes of writing mock tests are fulfilled. Okay, before you appear to the actual exam. All right. So that was it, and thank you for watching. If you found this video useful, do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.